I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now.
Good morning and welcome to a very sunny Sussex and this week's vlog. The car is filthy. I've got a shopping bag down there. I went to pick up some horse feed yesterday, one of the bags split, and I had done a food shop that was in the boot, and so the back seats were the only option. I love this car. It's a complete and utter workhorse, and I think that's why I love it. I'm not too precious about it, but I will need to get the vacuum out and get rid of that chaff off the back seats. Now today I am off to the Rare Brand Christmas market. It's called Rare Life now, and I just love it. I've been a stall holder when I had Sleepy Cozy many years ago, and then I also, when I first started Ask Charlie, I took a stall there. I'm going to need to get my sunglasses out. I took a stall there, and it was great fun, but I find actually doing Christmas fairs quite hard work, and so I don't do them anymore. I probably should. I'm just reaching my bag because I'm feeling a bit hungry. I had a cooked breakfast this morning, but I say I've done a workout. I actually ended up doing yoga because my back is quite tight in here, and I know why. It's from mucking out and from doing that, and I know I need to suck in my core. But I'm going to nibble on this Naked raw fruit and nut bar. I am trying, and I still am having bits of sugar if I want it, but I'm really trying not to have a Snickers and to have, you know, too much sugar. So I'm just being sensible. It was really good having a bit of a reboot, just detoxing from it for a couple of weeks and just having a kind of reset. But I'll get my sunglasses out and hit the road. I love a bit of Christmas shopping. It always gets you in the mood, and I've had a live with my Christmas course this morning, which was always lovely, which is getting me feeling really Christmassy. Also, it's also making me think about all the things that I need to do. So I'm going to stop chatting to you and take you to the Rare Brand market.
We can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now.
I've just arrived at Goodwood racecourse to go and see everybody and do some Christmas shopping. It's lovely because I know quite a few of the stall holders from over the years, so it'll be lovely to catch up with them. I've just had my heated seat on as I've been driving here, and it's so blissful on my back. So I had great intentions this morning of doing a workout. In fact, I started it and then I thought, this is ridiculous. You need to have a really good stretch. I don't normally do yoga, but Lee, whose workouts I do, did a yoga session yesterday, so I caught up on that and I just had a really good stretch. But actually I think I need to book in for a massage. The joys of the winter. And Collins, I mean, I think I've shared with you Collins stable. It's just so heavy. It's really heavy, and I've got to remember to engage my core when I am mucking out his stable. It was such a beautiful drive over. The weather yesterday was absolutely torrential, so I'm quite pleased it's dry today. I've got my hot water. I've actually put lipstick on it. I'm wearing the lipstick. Thank you all for the encouragement with that. It's really sweet of you. Anyway, I am going to go and have a sip of this and go and do some Christmas shopping.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Hey darling.
So my first stop is here with the gorgeous Sarah, who actually I knew many years ago, and it's lovely to reconnect with her. And I've just had a taste of this, and boy, it's utterly delicious. But Sarah is offering 10% off.
Yeah.
Off what, Sarah?
10% off on any of the products or the hampers if you either come here or if you get in touch with me directly.
So I'm going to leave all of Sarah's details down below where you can look at these. And actually, Sarah, that looks like a really good. Look at that.
So the gift set comes in this lovely little pack. They're 5 centiliter bottles, and there's 2 botanic and 2 damson bottles. It also has a carrier. So it comes in this little box with a string to hold it.
And they're all homegrown, so the damsons are all homegrown on the estate in Herefordshire, and everything is very home and forage on this estate, which is just incredible, which is why I love it so much. Here with Freddie, just admiring his amazing ski jackets. Look how cool these are. Freddie, will you tell us a bit about them?
Yeah, sure. So these are multifunctional winter jackets designed to bridge the gap between piste and pavement. I was bored of looking for ski jackets that you would wear once on your ski holiday and it would sit in your attic for the next 51 weeks. So I set out to solve that problem and create a genuinely multifunctional product suitable for the mountain and also for here at home in the UK. They're fully waterproof. They're made from recycled plastic bottles with recycled polyester insulation and detachable faux fur trim as well. And you can find us online at wearesqi.com.
Freddie, can you just show us that clever pocket?
Yes. So here we've got some magnetic poppers, which are a bit like a fidget spinner for me. But inside we have 2 pockets. One is for your phone, and the other one is for a wireless phone charger to encourage phone charging on the move and to ensure your phone doesn't run out of juice on slopes.
Really clever. Thank you, Freddie.
Welcome.
Here on this amazing stand, Karen, who has her company Martlet Bears, and I'll leave the details below, because if you are looking for a very, very special handmade bear or doll, spotted a doll, then Karen is the person to get in touch with. They are just gorgeous. Look at this Father Christmas. I mean, how special is he? And this little chap's caught my eye, that one and actually that one. I just love his face. It's so sweet. So I shall leave the details below for Martlet Bears, because I just think they're such a special, unusual present. So this is Karen, and Karen can make bears by commission. And look, this is a Coldstream Guard bear
With genuine uniform parts.
which is so lovely. So, you know, if you've got something special in mind, then really do get in touch with Karen, because she can create something really beautiful that will have wonderful memories. So this is Evo Beauty, and I'm sorry about the lighting down here, but I have tried these and they are amazing. They're called shower steamers, and you just pop one in the corner of your shower and let it melt away, and honestly it's like having a spa shower. They are incredible. So I have personally tried these and can highly recommend them. Here's the gorgeous lady behind Evo Beauty. Is Little London Bloomers, and it's got me rather overexcited. Gorgeous. In fact, I'll show you here. Wash bags, towels, beanies, little tops, and hair bobbles. And then look at these. I mean, just so scrummy. And I have just bought my goddaughter this tartan skirt here. So I will leave Little London Bloomers linked down below if you have got little people that you are thinking of this Christmas. I'm here with Richard, and actually his his paintings have caught my eye, his stall. So that's probably backwards, but it says garden full of roses, shed full of shit. And we've just been having a laugh.
It wasn't me,
about
but
that.
it was me.
But there's lots of wonderful, funny sides. So down here we've got swimsuits, optional beyond this point, which I thought was very, very funny.
Straight out of Cornwall.
Straight out of Cornwall. Oh, it's great.
Doggy art.
Yeah.
May I say it? You won't be offended. Pretty art. And only ever bought by women.
So I'm now in the car. Johnny, you're looking grumpy. Can you smile? With my husband. So I have done the Round Brown Market. I took you with me, and then I met Simon, jumped in his car, and have just been to a friend's house. He had a Christmas fair and got a few things. In fact, got my Christmas present, which I'm not sure. Are you going to wrap that? Make me wait. He may. We'll see. Otherwise, I'll share it with you. With a lawnmower. Okay. Anyway, I am very excited about my Christmas present. I wonder if you guys could guess what it is. Anyway, we've just had a lovely couple of hours, haven't we? A cup of tea and a brownie, and yeah, I haven't got as much ticked off my list of who I was buying for as I would have liked to of. Got a few bits for Coco, but that's pretty much it. But very lovely. It's been a very lovely day. Anyway, I'm whizzing home. Need to take the dogs for a good walk. Hopefully it will still be almost light when I get back. You're going back to the office, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm going home to do a few jobs. Gosh, it's so sunny. This weather's amazing. What am I doing at home? I'm walking the dogs. I'm having a bit of a sort out. Going to hide the Christmas presents that I've bought. Have a cup of tea, and then are you picking up Coco or am I? Oh, so I'm doing the school run. So I should get cooking supper then. I thought I'd do a quick outfit of the day because I didn't share with you what I was wearing earlier. So I've just got this white top, which is from Balkan, and I find it really, really useful for layering with my navy corduroy dress and the boots. I have worn my boots all day. They are so comfortable, absolutely love them. And then I've just worn my scarf. It's been such a beautiful day that I actually haven't needed to wear a coat, and I find that when you're in and out of places, it's quite tricky carrying a coat and carrying lots of things, so I have felt very good like this. Now there's still a bit of daylight, so I'm going to go and walk the dogs quickly before it gets any darker. I've made it out with all the dogs before it's dark, which is good timing. I've wrapped up with my coat, my boots, and got Bonnie and Florence on leads at the moment. Anyhow, I'm going to enjoy a bit of fresh air. It's been such a lovely day. Such a lovely day. I think I said earlier, I didn't get as many Christmas presents as I would have liked to have, but loads of interesting brands, met some lovely people, and it was really lovely that Si came with me to the second Christmas fair, which I didn't know about until last minute, but actually is sort of at a friend, not a close friend, but a friend of ours' house. So it was really lovely to pop along there. Loads of friendly faces, and it was very, very jolly. Anyway, walk the dogs, have a little bit of sort out at home. I need to put a load of washing on and think about supper. It's just Coco at home tonight, so I think she loves gnocchi and homemade pesto, and we're going to have some salmon, so I'm going to make some pesto and just have a little bit of a sort out. Need to reply to emails and all sorts of things, so just crack on with that.
We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two,
Good girl. Good girl, Lola. You came back to the whistle. Sweet girl, I know. I don't have a spare hand. Good girl. Well done. The training is going pretty well. I've got the whistle around my neck and it works. Here comes Florence. Off we go. There's so much water. The rains have been extraordinary. You love going in, don't you? Yes, you do.
I'm here to stay every single day. Yeah. So hold me tight.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You're probably thinking, Charlie, what on earth are you doing now? I know. What am I doing? Scrabbling around on the carpet. I have rolled up a towel. Not a huge towel. I use this for my hair. And my back is just feeling not great. So what I'm going to do is lie on here. So from the base of my spine up to here, to take my clip out, and I'm going to lie like this for about 10-15 minutes and just let it all hang out. So this is something that my physio taught me to do years ago, and I know that from mucking out I've just got really, really tight in my lower back. And when I woke up this morning, I was lying in a really awkward position and I was as stiff as a board, and it's just feeling really kind of tight. So I'm just going to lie here, relax, and hopefully it will ease, and rub some Voltarol gel in. I know that it's nothing major, it's just a bit of muscle spasm. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this helps. And then a hot bath with Epsom salts later this evening should help. But you're probably wondering, what on earth is she doing now? Just having a bit of I have just had a blissful 15 minutes lying on my rolled up towel, just letting everything release, and hopefully that's helped. I find if you've got like a little niggle, the sooner you address it rather than letting it become a bigger problem, the better. So a little bit of self-care. I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to lie down and chill out. And I've been doing that rolled up towel thing for quite a long time. It's also really good for between your shoulders if you're quite tight between your shoulders. Just putting it sort of from here downwards, really, really helpful. Anyway, I want to chat to you about all sorts. Firstly, a massive, massive thank you for your lovely, lovely comments. I got lots of DMs on Instagram, I had emails and comments on YouTube. So a huge thank you for your love, kindness, support. I really, really, really appreciate it. I haven't replied to everybody, and I'll tell you why in a minute, because been a bit tied up, but I'll tell you about that later. I want to stay on track now. But when I had my appointment with Wendy last week, she mentioned, well, I mentioned to her about my hair, and she said, Charlie, I'm not a specialist in this area at all, but I do know of this product that is supposed to be very good, and it's called Nioxin. And it is for thinning hair. And it's a 4-part thing. I've only got 3 parts here. The shampoo, the conditioner, and then there's a scalp treatment. And actually here is their thickening spray. So I have been using this for 2 days. So it's very, very early days. My hair is still falling out. I kind of felt last week it had got a little bit better, and I'm trying not to kind of overanalyze it. I am slightly tempted just to have it all chopped off, but I probably will regret that. But it's just I don't know, it's not good. It's not good. And I find actually wearing my hair clip, which I normally wear all the time, it's actually looking even worse. So we're just going to have to embrace terrible hair for a while. But yeah, so we're trying this, and I'm trying not to be too down in the dumps when every time I wash my hair I also have to pull out hair from the plug. Now, one of the things that I discovered, which I can't remember, have I talked to you about it? I think I have talked to you about it, is the correlation between COVID and hair loss. I'm sure I've talked to you, sorry, I'm completely repeating myself. But the more I've talked to people, the more that is really, really a thing. So I'm thinking that it's linked to that. And I had an amazing session earlier this week with my therapist. I have been speaking to her for many years, not on a regular basis in the last, oh gosh, I don't know, kind of 5 years, just from time to time. And actually I should have made the time to speak to her a little while ago and not left it, because I'm a funny old thing. I appear fine, but I'm not really, and I've internalized whatever it is that's causing me stress and anxiety, and it comes out in physical symptoms. So not sleeping brilliantly, brain fog, I think the hair loss is sort of part of that. And I've mentioned this quite a few times, you know, we moved Gus to a different school. Arch wasn't overly happy. He has now gone off to boarding school. And I don't know if I've shared this with you, but quite a few people have said to me this. Now, you're only as happy as your unhappiest child. You are only as happy as your unhappiest child. And actually, it did have a massive effect. And I think then Arch going off to boarding school, talking it through with my therapist, you know, she said, Charlie, it's like grief. You're grieving. It's change. It's a major thing. And you mustn't beat yourself up about it. You have internalized it, you've put on a smile, you've said everything's fine, everything's rosy, but actually in your heart, you know, you're heartbroken, you're grieving. And he's really happy, and I am thrilled for him. And it's been a period of adjustment, and I am coming through that, and I wish I'd had a session with her a few months ago, because I think it would have been really helpful and saved quite a lot of stuff. But anyway, it was really, really helpful. And I'm sharing this with you because I wanted to just give you a bit of an update on how I am and what's been going on. And I think for me, it's so important that I share this stuff with you, because, you know, some days I'm not going to be really upbeat and really full of the joys of spring. And I don't want to put, you know, I am a kind of happy personality, and people say, how are you? I will say, yes, I'm fine, everything's great, thank you, and move on. I'm not a kind of negative downbeat person, but I do internalize a lot of stuff, and then that comes out physically. But anyway, we are trying this hair care stuff, so I will keep you posted. I'm also taking a whole host of vitamins. These are from Wild Nutrition. Now, Wild Nutrition do offer a service where you can call up and speak to somebody. I actually haven't done that. I just filled out a questionnaire, and I have been taking these now for about 3 weeks. But I will be calling them up and just double checking that I'm taking all the right things. But vitamin D is terribly important, particularly this time of year, and omega-3, and then I am taking a multi-nutrient and a sort of menopause thing. But as I discovered, having seen the gynae, that because I am taking the pill, and I would rather not be taking the pill, but because I have a low estrogen level, it's really important that I do take it. And if I had a problem with my thyroid, I would be taking medicine for that. And so I just have to accept that I am on the pill to help my estrogen level, and when that changes, I will go on to HRT when the time is right. But he very much said to me, now is not the right time, Charlie. I want you to stay on what you're on. So I heard him, I listened, and I'm doing that. And do you know what? I think I just feel so much better having spent a really long time having an appointment with him, and we chatted through everything, and he was so kind and just kind and gentle and thoughtful, and he, you know, did my blood pressure and checked all sorts of things and was just really thorough. I didn't feel rushed. I didn't feel stupid for anything that I was telling him. It was just really, really lovely. And then I think having my session with my therapist, and also lots of really lovely chats with Simon, and I am so lucky to have such a wonderful, supportive husband. He's just great, and we've made a real kind of conscious effort to sit down in the evenings and actually spend a little bit of time together. I'm trying to put my phone down more. We have been watching The Crown, the new season of The Crown, which I'm finding, I don't know, I'm big fan of Princess Diana, and I'm watching it because it's something that we can watch together, but I preferred the early episodes. The early seasons were really gorgeous and really lovely. I'm not sure I'm enjoying this as much, like I can half watch it, whereas the early seasons had my full 100% attention. Anyway, something else I want to share with you, and I shared this with you earlier at the Rare Brand, but these are the Ebo Clarity, and I've shared this on Instagram too, shower steamers. So they are not bath bombs. You don't put them in your bath and soak. You pop them in the corner of your shower. But honestly, that smell is unbelievable. It's eucalyptus, peppermint, lavender, and I wish you could smell that. It's just gorgeous. And you know, just such a lovely card with it, which is just gorgeous. So anyway, those I can highly recommend, and I'm pretty sure they are £12.99, which actually is a really, you know, just to give to a girlfriend or in somebody's stocking, a really lovely present. So I've got my Voltarol gel here, and I'm actually going to put a little bit of that on, and then go downstairs and start our supper. The other thing that I was going to talk to you about, which I said I won't talk to you about now because I'll get distracted, I thought actually I'll just chat to you before I go downstairs because they're not going to be back for a little while, so I've got time. Is I have never edited my YouTube videos myself. This is confession time. When I first started, Tish, who works for me, who has created my website, who is just blooming awesome, edited all my videos, and then Victoria, who is based in America, took over editing over a year ago, well over a year ago, and she has edited all of them, and she's also in charge of the podcast too, which is amazing. So I have just created the content, and then they basically do all the rest. I do get involved, and I do check everything before it goes out, but they are amazing. But Victoria is expecting her first baby, which is hugely exciting, and I wish that she was not in America and she was right here and I could help, because I now love nothing more than a baby. And actually I got so broody at the Rare Brand Market with Little Bloomers London. Oh my goodness, just so scrummy. So anyway, she is expecting her first baby, and so she won't be able to edit the YouTube videos. I've said for a while, it's fine, I'm going to learn how to do it. So last week's episode was edited by me. I did it. Don't laugh. It took me 5 days, possibly even 6. It was quite a challenge. Anyway, I did a lot of Googling, a lot of YouTubing. Victoria was super, super helpful. So I wanted to learn before she had the baby that, a good bit of time before she had the baby. So if I needed help, she was there. And she's such a lovely, kind person. And she sent me lots of screen recordings of how to do everything. But because of the time difference in America and here, I've been doing things not necessarily when she's been awake, so I've had to Google stuff. And I'm so bad with computers. I mean, just horrifically appalling. I didn't even know how to delete a file from my desktop. And my desktop was completely cluttered with a whole load of stuff from homeschooling when the children were off with, when we were in lockdown. So I had this really cluttered desktop with all this stuff, random stuff, and I couldn't get rid of them. And I needed to kind of clean up everything so I knew which files were where and just get it all organised. Anyway, I had to Google and watch a YouTube video of how to delete and then how to empty your trash bin. I know you're all going to be laughing at me, but it's a steep learning curve. So if the quality isn't up to scratch, just bear with me. Be kind, be patient. I am doing my best. I mean, compressing files, downloading bits of software. I have literally had to learn it all, how to do music, how to do volume, yeah. Anyhow, I'm very, very proud of last week's episode. I don't know whether you will be proud of it, but I'm very proud of myself. The sense of accomplishment when I'd actually done it and when I'd actually managed to get it to the right place. And yes, anyway, there's been a lot of late nights. Simon has been terribly patient. I think he's very pleased that I've done that, and then the last few nights I've sat down and, as I mentioned earlier, watched The Crown with him and actually just sort of put my phone down and not been working really, really late. Anyhow, I hope that editing this week's episode is going to be a lot easier and take a lot less time. One of the main things is because I'm just picking this number out of the air, but about 50,000 photos and videos on my phone. They go up into the iCloud because we have terrible internet here. Trying to get them and download them and have them in the right file on my desktop to put into iMovie, that took 2 days. 2 days. I'm not going to make that error again. I'm going to do everything that I filmed today, I'm going to do that this evening. So it's done and it's there and it's not going to take me a day to do it. And so last week's episode I filmed over a few days and it literally just took me so long to get it in the right place. And then I also had to learn how to stop my computer going to sleep when it had been on for too long. So I Googled that and I've changed the settings. I'm so proud of myself. So now it stays awake and I don't have to be standing there pressing every time it starts going to sleep, which is what I was doing. Anyway, anyone local that's good with this stuff and wants to come and give me a lesson, I'd be very grateful. But no, I am making progress and I'm seriously proud of myself. And Google and YouTube has been my best friend recently. And hopefully I get a lot better at this because I'd like to do a little bit of Vlogmas, but we'll just have to see how the next kind of 10 days goes. So bear with me. We are not professional here. We are very, very amateur, but I am keen to learn. I just thought I would share this with you. I got this at the second fair that we went to, but because it was somebody's private house, I thought, you know what, I'm not going to film. I'm not going to vlog it. It just didn't feel right. So I'm sorry I didn't share anything there with you. But I came across this brand at the Hurlingham earlier, when did I go? October. And it's from K-Ho Designs, but they are based locally, which is awesome. You may be wondering, what is it? it is for my laptop. Don't drop the laptop, Charlie. But it's going to slip in there nicely and I can pop it in my bag and take it with me, because this is going to be my best friend, because now I am a video editor. So yes, I'm rather pleased with that. I thought it was really, really smart and useful. I've got like a very, very masculine kind of laptop bag thing. I mean, I can't even call it a briefcase. I mean, it sort of is, but it's very, very masculine. And so I just thought that was a lot prettier. But I have got the washing hanging behind me. It is all dry and I've got a new system going on. So, actually there's a few bits I don't want you to see, so I'm going to get rid of those. You didn't need to see our underwear. However, let me bring it down. Socks. So I did a load of washing last night, and these were a few bits, the dogs are eating their food, that that weren't 100% dry this morning. Now I am just folding them straight from the Arga. Sorry, the lighting is terrible, but it's that time of day. And then putting them away, rather than putting them into a laundry basket that I normally do, and then into the laundry room, and then I deal with it. These don't need anything else doing to them apart from a very, very quick fold. So this morning I just folded these bits here, and I make a pile for everybody, and then everyone has a pile to take up. Oh, these are the M&S Christmas pyjamas this year, and I bought some. These are Coco's. I bought them for Coco, and I just thought they were really fun, and she loves them. These are actually a small ladies. They do them in children, but I got the small ladies for her. So that is for her. That is for Gussie, and then I love my pair of socks, but these are from BAM, and they're just sort of cotton everyday socks. So just pairing them up, and I like everyone to have different socks, so it's so much easier to keep track of whose is whose. The dogs are fighting over whose food it is. That is Florence barking at Penny, saying, "That's my bowl." Florence is terribly, terribly bossy. So hang on, that is Simon's pile, that is Coco's pile. I love it when socks are the right way round and you don't have to spend ages turning them around. Just pair all of these up, and then do you know what, it just saves so much time if you take a moment and just fold it straight from the line or the error, and then the things that need ironing go into the ironing basket, and this lot just goes straight upstairs to be put away. And I get everybody to put their own clothes away because, quite frankly, they should. It's not something I should do for them. But that is laundry down. Dishcloths, well, these are cleaning cloths. They need to be put away, and then I can get going with supper. So one of Coco's favourite things to have for supper is gnocchi with pesto. So I'm just going to make some fresh pesto. I'm just pinching off my basil leaves. If you pinch them, then you don't damage the baby leaves that grow through, and you can keep your basil plant going for a lot longer. And then we shall have some pesto with our salmon. So I just make my pesto by eye. A good pinch of sea salt, some pine nuts. I'm going with a small handful. Like that. find these little clips so useful for keeping things fresh. A good glug of olive oil. Don't hold back on the olive oil. And then I'm going to grate some Parmesan. I reuse these freezer bags just to keep the Parmesan fresh. And there's a little bit left on there. And actually I'm just going to go straight in and grate it directly. And then you can keep the rinds of your Parmesan and pop them into soups and things like that to add flavour. So you can keep them in the freezer. I've got a little pot in my freezer of just cheese rinds, which Simon always wants to throw away. He can't understand why on earth I'd be keeping them, but they're really good for flavouring things. The dogs are still fighting over that bowl of food. They're so ridiculous. Coco likes to have a little bit of Parmesan on the top, so I won't put too much in there. What am I doing? What am I doing? And then my Kenwood tri-blade, let's unravel it into the jug. That's why I do it in this jug. I just find it easier. And then just blitz it up. They always call when Simon's picked Coco up from school to say we're on our way home and what's for supper. So I said pesto and gnocchi. Now, if you're if you need to add a little bit more olive oil to blitz it, absolutely do. There. We are done. It's such an amazing colour. It smells amazing. And do you know what? It takes moments to make. And Coco won't eat the shop bought. I have tried to fob her off with that once before and she said, oh no, Mummy, I don't like that at all. She likes my homemade and it is so quick and easy to make. And look at that colour. It's amazing. So I need to get the gnocchi on. I've just put a large pan of water to bring that to the boil and I'm using fresh gnocchi. I'm going to cook all of this because whatever Coco doesn't eat, Simon and I will have with our salmon. But it's ready in 2 minutes, so you can literally have something on the table really, really quickly. It'll take you literally kind of 7 minutes to just whip up pesto and gnocchi for supper. And I'd much rather than have that than something else. And I know that she's had a really kind of big lunch at school, so she just wants something lovely and just comforting, particularly because it's dark and it's cold. And I think there is something so delicious about gnocchi and either a lovely rich tomato sauce or pesto. And then Simon and I are having some salmon, which I need to prepare. So I've placed the salmon on a piece of baking paper and tin foil, and this is actually wild Alaskan sockeye, and I'm just going to sprinkle over a little bit of dill. I'm not going to add any butter, any oil, nothing. Just really simple. I love salmon and dill. I think it works really well together. And I'm just going to wrap this up in a parcel and pop it in the Aga for 15 minutes. Roll up those ends. Roll up those ends. And in that goes. We're just going to have maybe a little bit of Coco's gnocchi, a little bit of pesto, and just a really simple salad. Simon is trying to be healthy at the moment, and so I'm joining him on that. And actually, I had a really delicious kind of melted, cheesy, yummy sandwich, which Simon bought in our local town when I met him to go to the second fair. Gosh, it's been a busy day. That is boiling, and in goes the gnocchi. And literally 1 to 2 minutes and it's done. Really, really simple. I love the fact that gnocchi and fresh pasta can be cooked so quickly. They have they've just got home, and Simon said, "Enough lights, darling, it's like a bloomin' film set." He didn't say the word bloomin', he said something else, but I'm not going to repeat that. Anyway, Coco's gnocchi is ready. She is here, she is hungry. Have you had a good day? Yes, she's had a good day and run off. So just spoon that out. There's not very much left for us. And then a little bit of pesto in there. Just mix that through. You can add a little bit of cream or milk to your pesto, but my guys like it just like this. So there we are. And then some grated parmesan over the top is essential. And voila, summer for Coco is ready. Hi, I was going to chat to you this morning, and it's been one of those crazy days. I did get up early to try and sort my photos and videos out of everything that I filmed yesterday. And at about 11 o'clock last night, I gave up and went to bed because it just was not playing ball. So at 6 o'clock this morning, I thought I'd have another go. So I ended up doing the horses after breakfast, and Colin's got a little bit of a sore on his hock. We've got rubber matting in his stable and straw bed, but the rubber matting's quite bobbly, and I think he keeps catching one of his hocks. So he's got a cat hock. So I ended up bathing that. I didn't get into the house till, gosh, gone 9:30. And then lovely Emily was here, and she helped me do the children's clothes. I'd actually done Gus's. I needed to do Archie's, and I've been putting off going into his bedroom. Florence, no, we don't need to bark. She can see Colin in the sound school and she's barking at him. No, Florence, no. So I've been putting off doing Archie's clothes on my own because I know it's pathetic, but yeah, anyway, he is coming home tomorrow, which is really exciting. And though I'm trying not to get too excited because there are lots of flights being cancelled at the moment, so I'm just praying it's all fine and that he will be home tomorrow. So his clothes are all done. Coco's clothes are all done. This little scallywag is a little barker, aren't you? Yes. You can go down. But I wanted to share with you the things that I bought yesterday, and I was going to do that this morning. Oh, then so Em and I did that, did a bit of a blitz. I've got 2 Christmas cakes in the oven. I was supposed to go to the butcher's at about 11 o'clock and start making beef bourguignon because I've got a lovely friend coming to stay this evening, which I'm really looking forward to. So I'm a bit behind with the beef bourguignon. And then I had another friend that called and said that she was popping over for a coffee because she wanted to borrow a dog cage. So that threw me too. And then a massive thank you. I've had lots of orders from my website and I am so grateful. So I wrapped up everybody's orders, posted those, which is super. And yes, these are now back in stock, which is really exciting. My weekly meal planner and shopping list, and that is probably Simon calling. Bear with. That was Simon talking about who's picking up Archie tomorrow. Anyhow, my Christmas recipe planner. These I think I'm going to have. Well, I think I am going to have to order more. Have almost sold out again, which is really exciting. And I've also got my autumn winter dinner party planner. Anyhow. So yes, wrapped all orders. I had a big bag of things for the charity shop, so I dropped that when I went to the butcher's. And then I went to the post office, and then my friend popped over The beef bourguignon is on a couple of hours later than it should be, but fingers crossed it's going to be fine. But let's get into this little lot. So I was chatting to Sarah, who works for Gatter Top Drinks Co. And I had a little try of their damson gin, damson liqueur even. Oh boy, this is so good. I had to buy myself a bottle. It's a little mother's tipple, which I shall thoroughly enjoy. And then I bought one of their gift sets. This is a present for somebody. I'm not going to tell you who. And actually I shouldn't show you. I won't show you, but it's just little 4 mini bottles in there. And actually that's really good value. It's £18 for 4 little mini bottles. And I thought that was really great value. I shared that with you yesterday. It works, it fits brilliantly. I am thrilled with that. Then I bought this is another thing for me. I wasn't just shopping for me, but this is from Juliana. So Juliana had a stall yesterday at the Rare Brand, and I just thought that was a lovely, lovely colour. You know I love a frill, and it's from And Other Stories. And I just think that that is really pretty. I'm not going to do a try on. I've got my I Mean Business apron on. I really do mean business. Then I bought this as a present. In fact, I just bought one. And a children's version, because we are going skiing for Christmas, which is so exciting. We actually cancelled last year's skiing holiday at Christmas and did a last minute half term, but these are presents for my cousins. We're skiing with them. Hopefully they're not watching. Then I got beautiful little skirt, and I think I showed you. I'm not going to unwrap that for my darling goddaughter. And then the lovely Kirsty at Ebo Beauty gave me these to try. They are Immunity. They are rosemary, lemon, cinnamon and clove essential oils, and they smell amazing. Very different to the other ones I showed you yesterday, but they smell really great. And she was just so lovely. She was so grateful that I shared her on Instagram, and she got some orders, and she said, Charlie, I just want to give you this as a thank you, which is really, really sweet of her. Then I bought, okay, I had a slight conversion. I bought 2 of these. One of them's in the car. I dream about these. So they're from Tartet. I will leave the details below. They are a French company, obviously based here. Everything is from France. These are chocolate covered hazelnuts. Oh my goodness, they are just dreamy. And they're, yeah, chocolate dusted hazelnuts. They're from Provence, and they are, honestly, I dream about them. I think the guy thought I was a little bit weird because I told him that I dreamt about them. And then I haven't tried these ones, but I thought that those could be a present for me. So those will go away. And then he had some beautiful tea towels. I probably don't need any more, but these are just gorgeous. And because I'm making my own bread and bread for the B&B, I'm actually wrapping it in a tea towel. I would like to get some linen bags made, some Ask Charlie linen bags to keep bread in, but I got these for wrapping a loaf of bread in, and he said that they were perfect for wrapping bread. These are from a company called Puzzle Post. She didn't have any details, but it's www.puzzlepost.com, and they're really fun games to play, apparently. This is an adult, it's for 1 to 8, or you can join up in teams and play in a bigger group, and it's perfect entertainment for families, dinner parties and get-togethers. So I actually thought this would be really fun to play on our holiday, and then this is a children's version. So yeah, puzzlepost.com, and I'll link those down below as well. I'm just going to slot this in because Alice, who came to stay last night, I'm sure I said I had a friend coming to stay, She is a stallholder at the Rare Brand, but actually she wasn't there on Thursday, which is why I didn't share her then. And oh, she is the most gorgeous person. We had such a lovely evening. It was just gorgeous. I don't think we drew breath, either of us. I haven't seen her since pre-COVID, so it was such a lovely catch up. But she's the most talented artist. These are her Aga toppers, and I keep these for absolute best because they're just so gorgeous. And I think it's really lovely to have a smart pair when you've got guests coming over. You can get those out, and then I have got my sort of everyday ones, which doesn't matter if they get a mark on. But this is her card. Alice Straker is an artist and a designer of an original kitchenware brand. Her paintings are vibrant and thickly textured, which makes them sing from the walls. I won't read the whole thing, but she is just gorgeous, and I will leave her details linked below. But she bought me this beautiful, I don't know if you can see up close, the linen. It's just the most beautiful linen. I don't know where she has them made, but they're made in Europe. They are such beautiful quality. So a lovely fishy tea towel, and then this mug, which is gorgeous, her fish mug. And actually, hang on, I need to get that too. This is her artichoke mug. I've been using it, so I washed it up. But they're just really, really gorgeous, beautiful quality pottery mugs. So Alice is definitely one to look out for. She's such a lovely person. She's a little bit, in fact, she's exactly 10 years younger than me. But we've decided that we need to see more of one another because she's just fab. So that, guys, is Alice Straker. Go and check her out. She's got lots of Aga toppers. Actually, I'm going to order some, and I think I might order some more mugs because I love this size. I love having a decent size mug, and these are gorgeous. And that was everything that I bought at the Rare Brand, and also the other fair. I got that, and then I got lots of info. So I will link all the details down below of the companies that I talked about and shared with you. I'm going to leave this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed. I didn't share with you how I made the Christmas cake and the beef bourguignon because I was just a little, I was in my workout gear when I was making the Christmas cakes, and then the beef bourguignon I was having to do in a terrible hurry, and then my friend came over, so I thought it was easier just to crack on and do that. But a little bit of Christmas shopping for you and a bit of a catch up as ever. Sending lots of love. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. I can't wait to spend a lovely weekend with my boy. Oh, I didn't tell you. He has got a broken toe. So he went for an x-ray. They told him that it wasn't broken. Then, of course, they looked at the x-rays more closely and called to say it is broken. But there's a brilliant medical centre at school, and he's been thoroughly well looked after. He thinks that it's healing really well. He had a checkup today at the medical centre. They think it's healing well. And so he may be back on games sooner than we thought, because he is really, really loving his rugby. And yes, I'm not going to jinx it by saying anything, but fingers crossed, say a little prayer, because yes, I'm not going to tell you, but if it happens, well, I will tell you anyway. Next week I will give you an update when I know more. But yes, anyway, I'm saying a lot of yeses, aren't I? Lots and lots of love as ever, and see you very soon.
It's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you.